Hello YouTube, Arcus M here. I'm playing on Danny and Son's FTB Beyond server. This is the base that Danny and I have been working on together. If you'd like to watch us build this base, you can head over to Danny's channel. I'll give a link in the description. Today I'd like to start working on a mod called Embers. Embers is a dwarven themed magic tech mod. I've never really used it before, but it looks like it could be fun. And from what I can understand, to get started, we need to build this gauge, which I already built. I needed to go looking for ember crystals, which are the main power source for this mod. That's what you use the gauge for. To make the gauge, it's pretty simple. It's just some copper ingots on the left and right, some iron on the bottom and top, and some redstone in the middle. And when you hold it up, you get this sort of gauge in the center of your screen. And that tells you how much embers you have. And embers are in the ground, and they're per chunk. So if you look at the chunk borders, each chunk will have its own sort of supply of embers, and there's not a lot around here. I had to go to our mining dimension to try and find some, but you can see the needle kind of moving a little bit. That's an example, a little bit of the embers that's around here. And what we need to do is make an ember bore to mine the ember crystals that we're going to need to power this mod. And so let's go down into the sort of workroom basement that we got going on here. And let's take a look at the Ember Bore. That's this one here. It's not too difficult to build again. It's some pretty simple stuff. Some Caminite brick stairs. Just going to need these 6 Caminite bricks, and that's each going to need 4 Caminite bricks using Caminite blend, which I think I might always have a recipe for. So let's see, Caminite, yeah. All right, so while those Caminite bricks are cooking up, let's look at the recipe for Caminite. So the Caminite blend is 3 clay and a bone meal. And I'm cooking those up into the bricks, and then I will cook those up into the Caminite brick block. Alright, next we need to make a mechanical core. We actually need 2 of these. We need one for the bore, and then we need one to put on top of the bore. This will let us access the bore to input material and to extract the crystals. So we need to make a compass, pretty simple. Make 2 of those. We need to make lead plates. I already have a recipe for lead plates, so let's make 2 of those. That'll just send that to the compactor here. It's making plates, they're already done. And then it's just iron on the side, so that's pretty simple. So let's make 2 of those, put that in there. And then it's just copper ingot there, some iron on the bottom, and all the stairs we already made. And there's our ember bore. The only one thing we need is this other core. And then we're going to need something to store the ember crystals in. We'll use one of these modular storages that we have. And we're going to need another remote storage to put in there. Basically use this to wirelessly send back the we'll use this to wirelessly send back the things that we get from the bore to our storage system. So So you need solid fuel for this Ember Bore, but you can use pretty much anything that burns. We're going to try and use some blocks of blaze rods. We've got a farm for blaze rods, so this should be pretty easy. I've already done some scouting in the mining dimension, and there is one promising looking location to find ember crystals. And all we need to do is just go to spawn, which is just /spawn. Put back on my armor here. And this is the spot. So I'm just going to dig down. You have to dig down to bedrock. And you put the Ember Bore on bedrock, and it just mines the ember crystals for you. Oh. Seems we stumbled on a little abandoned mine here. I'm just going to wait for this all to clear up and finish digging down to bedrock, and I'll be back. Okay, and we're back. I was able to dig down here to bedrock and get this cleared out. Now we need to set up the Ember Bore. Just have to place it down. It becomes a 3x3 multi-block structure. And then this part on the top here, if you put the mechanical core on that, it basically extends it so that you can plug into it. So we need to plug in a hopper. That's how we're going to put fuel into it. We need some piping. So for now, this does have some storage. Let's just make sure this works. And it does seem to be working. Let's give this just a few minutes and see if it actually mines any crystals for us. Okay, it's been a couple of minutes and we do have our first Ember Shard, so that shows that it is working. What I'm doing now is I'm going to go back and connect this card with our system and come back here and start getting Embers coming into the system. Just need to link this card by putting it in here. That's now linked to our main sort of input chest. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. We got started in the mod. We were able to get our crystals ready and build our board and our gauge. Next time we're going to work on the crystal activator, or Ember activator, which will help us turn those crystals into actual energy source that can power the different sheens in the mod, and some of the weapons and other interesting items. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.